Well, if you like to run and don't mind getting a little muddy, then lace up your tennis shoes for the fun Mud Run. From the Muck and Corral to the Big Balls and Belly Crawl, the Muckfest MS Race Built is here. And here with a preview of just how muddy you'll get is Michael Pierce and Michael Sarna. Welcome to the show, you guys. Good to see you both.
Good morning.
So talk about Muckfest and what it is.
Muckfest is an obstacle course through the mud that just happens to be 5K long. And I say that because it's, unlike a lot of other events, it's not really a race. This is all about laughing and having a good time. So everybody goes through it. You tend to go through as a group. And the best fun of all is you get through the obstacle and you laugh as all your friends go through and they fall down in the mud and do silly things.
You got to bring your camera. I mean, this is like worth picture, every picture, right?
GoPros.
Talk about the set of Muckfest. What sets this apart from other muddy 5Ks out there?
Well, it's. I think the big thing is because it's for fun.
Yeah.
You know, there's no burpees. You're not being set on fire. You're not being electrocuted. This is all about having a great time with your friends. So it's a really great experience. The obstacles themselves are amazing. They're huge steel structures and all sorts of stuff. It's all done really, really well.
Why is Muckfest important to you?
Well, my mom has MS, and this is a great way for me to do something tangible that helps me connect with her. I've learned a ton about the disease itself by participating in this event, and like I said, it gives me something real to go do and feel like I'm helping. Raising
awareness and helping with funds to fight MS for your mom.
Exactly.
Let's go back to the course.
Yes.
Tell me what it looks like.
Oh, it's amazing. Starting with the starting area, we've got Muckfest Al is our MC for the day. He gets everybody to do the craziest things while you're waiting to start. And then there are about 18 obstacles out on the course, everything from, as you mentioned, big balls, and really they're all intended to get you down and dirty and into the mud.
Do you have a favorite obstacle yourself?
Yeah, for me, it's probably crash landing. It's a big platform, and you jump off of it into one of those big, huge stuntman blow up things. Yeah, it's really, really fun.
So you can't be afraid. You got to get out there and have fun.
Exactly.
If we can't participate, is there another way we can help?
Absolutely. We are, you can volunteer. So this event doesn't happen without a bunch of folks helping make it come to life. So you can volunteer, which is free. You get a t-shirt, you get lunch and snacks, and special thank you for doing that, as well as getting to see all the fun. You
can go to muckfestms.com for more information. And why is Muckfest MS important to you?
MS is, it's an important cause to all of us. Obviously, with the MS Society, we exist to create a world free of MS. This is something that impacts so many people in Colorado and Wyoming. And as the Colorado and Wyoming chapter, we work to really raise awareness, raise funds, work for all the people in the state that are dealing with this every day in and out.
MS is multiple sclerosis?
Correct.
Could you explain what exactly that is and the symptoms and signs?
Absolutely. So, MS is kind of known as a snowflake disease. It's not something that is going to be, pinpoint easily to know exactly what it is. So the best way I can describe it is when you have one of those orange extension cords that people use for yard work.
Yep.
In the central nervous system, that orange basically covering would be worn away. So inside, in your body, when you're dealing with the central nervous system, it's called the myelin sheath. That's worn away, and depending on where it is gone in the central nervous system, is where you're going to start seeing different issues. So people can experience blindness, they can experience tingling, they can experience, inability to walk, losing mobility. So it really just depends on where you're, dealing with that.
Where you're diagnosed at the time.
Exactly.
What does the MS? I'm sorry.
I was just saying, one of the big challenges is that many of those symptoms are invisible. Right. Fatigue, and the big one, and my mom struggled with this too, is cognition. It affects your memory, it can affect your mood. Basically, your entire nervous system can be affected by it.
And you have no idea at the time. You're thinking, oh, she's just grumpy today or tired.
Yeah, my mom is a unique one. She wasn't diagnosed till she was 75. You're typically diagnosed between 20 and 40.
Wow.
But as we look back, she had fatigue and symptoms for 20 years before she was diagnosed.
Didn't realize it. So what is the MS Foundation doing for people in our community that are living with MS?
Absolutely. The MS Society does a ton. We have a really comprehensive approach. There's tons of different organizations out there that do one piece. And, we really enjoy the fact that we have this approach that involves programs and services for those that have MS. We do the aspect of funding research. We work on, obviously, the money to be raised to get people involved and get excited about our events, so we can raise money. And it's kind of just a big cycle, so we can help all those that need the help.
Of course.
We can research the funding, that's happening that way, and we can get everybody involved. Muckfest is one of our awesome events in our series. We have a ton of events. We have a bike ride, we have a hike event, we have walks all throughout
So there's
Colorado,
so many
Wyoming.
different ways that you can get involved. If mud's not your thing, then you can go biking. Okay, let's go back to the Muckfest though. When does it take place and how do I register?
So July 15th in Parker. We are so excited to partner with the town of Parker and all of the awesome people down that way. You can basically just register online, muckfestms.com. And right now we're actually offering a 20% discount if you use the code SUMMER, all capital letters, all one word.
Very nice.
Then you'll get some good discounts, so hopefully see you on the mud.
And I may have missed this, but where's the location of it?
So it's Matzenbacher Road. It's in Salisbury North.
Okay.
So it's big open field. You can't miss it.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, you'll
Thank
see our
you.
trucks out there. You won't miss it.
Thank you very much for coming on and introducing us to Muckfest. This is an awesome event. Prepare to get really, really muddy, you guys, at Muckfest MS next Saturday, July 15th at Salisbury Park in Parker. Register in person at the event or online now at muckfestms.com.